Hello and welcome back to the channel that brings you short, clear updates from the world of life science. Today we will be discussing about big movement in immunology, the 2025 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, and what it means for autoimmune disease, cancer therapies and transplantation. How our immune system avoids attacking itself. Nobel 2025. You have probably heard how the immune system fights infections. But what stops it from attacking you? The answer, tiny cells called regulatory T cells just won the 2025 Nobel Prize. Their discovery explains how our immune system keeps peace inside our own bodies and it's reshaping treatments for autoimmune diseases and cancer. This year, the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to three scientists, Mary E. Brunkow, Fred Ramsdell, and Shimon Sakaguchi, for discoveries about peripheral immune tolerance. Basically, how the immune system is prevented from attacking the body's own tissues. Let's understand it in a simple way. Imagine your body is a city. The immune system is the police force. Most of the time, you want police chasing thieves like pathogens. But sometimes the police might mistake a neighbor for a criminal. Regulatory T cells are like internal peacekeepers or supervisors. They calm down overzealous officers so they don't harm innocent residents. Without those peacekeepers, the police would damage the city. That's what happens in autoimmune disease. Here's a scientific timeline in three short beats. First, in the mid 1990s, Shimon Sakaguchi identified a special population of immune cells that prevented mice from developing autoimmune disease, an early sign that some cells actively suppress harmful immune responses. Second, later Mary Brunkow and Fred Ramsdell helped identify a critical gene, FOXP3, that controls these regulatory T cells. They showed how damage to this gene causes severe autoimmune disease in mice and in rare human syndromes. That genetic link explained why those peacekeepers cells are essential. Third, over the past 2 decades, this basic biology has opened a whole field, peripheral immune tolerance, and led scientists to try therapies that either boost regulatory T cell or limit them. Why the FOXP3 story matters. Finding FOXP3 was crucial. It was the molecular switch that explains how the peacekeepers develop and function. When FOXP3 doesn't work, the body can't instruct enough of those regulatory cells, and autoimmune disease can run unchecked. That single gene helped move the field from observation to a mechanistic understanding, and that's what makes a discovery Nobel worthy. So, how does this change medicine today? Let us understand it in beats. First, autoimmune diseases like type 1 diabetes, arthritis, sclerosis. Researchers are developing ways to expand or deliver regulatory T cells to calm harmful immune reactions. The hope is targeted, long lasting control rather than broad immune suppression. Second, cancer. Tumors sometimes hijack regulatory T cells to suppress immune attacks against themselves. Understanding regulatory T cells helps us design strategies to block them in tumors, potentially improving immunotherapies. Third, transplantation. By promoting immune tolerance, regulatory T cell approaches could reduce the need for lifelong anti rejection drugs after organ transplant. Those are real clinical directions already being tested in labs and trials. So the Nobel recognition isn't just historical. It points to the therapies in the near future. Now let's talk about the challenges. Science really gives simple fixes. Manipulating the immune system is delicate. Boost tolerance too much and infections or cancer can escape. Block it and autoimmune reactions are flare. Translating a discovery into safe, effective treatment takes careful testing, precise targeting, and time. Although the deep biological understanding we now have makes rational, safer approaches possible. Why this discovery is big for everyone? Why should non scientists care? The reason is because this is a textbook example of how fundamental research, asking how does the body avoid attacking itself, eventually lead to new medicines that affect millions. Treatments could reduce suffering from autoimmune disease, make cancer immunotherapy more effective, and improve organ transplantation outcomes. That pathway, from curiosity to care, is the essence of biomedical progress. Now let's have a quick recap. Let's recap in 30 seconds. Sakaguchi discovered immune cells that suppress harmful responses. Brunkow and Ramsdell discovered FOXP3, the key gene for those cells. Together, their work explained peripheral immune tolerance, and that's what the Nobel Prize recognized this year. The science is powering new therapies across autoimmune disease, cancer, and transplantation. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll keep bringing the important updates in short, friendly videos. See you next time.